These are 4 horror flicks that have not only been confirmed to have inspired Puppet Combo in his game-making journey, but are also classic horror flicks that are sure to satisfy any horror nerd's needs. Number 1. New York Ripper. This one is an Italian exploitation film, I wouldn't consider it a giallo, that tells the story of a deranged, cold-blooded killer who goes around stabbing prostitutes to death, all while wearing a Donald Duck mask and quacking in the process. Featuring a detective that makes Clancy Wiggum look like Batman by comparison, and the second coming of Christ as the protagonist, judging by her plot armor, this one is a decently atrocious, although very entertaining one that'll keep you hooked, because he'll be playing tricks the whole time. As you may have guessed, this was Puppet Combo's inspiration for The Night Ripper, with both killers having this duck persona. Number 2. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Cutting itself a place in second, this one is an instantly recognizable classic that a lot of non-horror fans can remember. We get it's a starter pack tier movie, but it went on to have Puppet Combo base his game off of it, so it made this list. In terms of the meat of the plot, it's about a group of kids around college age who visit the grave of the grandfather of the protagonist, Sally Hardesty, and on their way their van breaks down and they go to investigate a house that could possibly help them. But what they don't know is that a family of deranged cannibals reside in it, with one being a terrible makeup artist, one is literally the embodiment of every hitchhiker you'll ever pick up, one looks like Barney Fife, and one is a literal mummy. It's an absolutely excellent movie, but for you gore people out there, just know that there aren't many chainsaw deaths, and the horror is mostly psychological instead of stemming from the purely visual, but this doesn't stop the picture from being mad and macabre. Number 3. The Nun. You better pray you find this one to be enjoyable, because out of all the movies on this list, The Nun is probably the most generic and cheesiest out of all of them, but it's somewhat entertaining if you're willing to have a laugh or two. It's about a group of investigators sent by the Vatican to find out what's going on at a specific abbey in Romania. It's insanely stupid and you'll probably feel like you actually need Jesus after it, but don't take it too seriously. Number 4. Halloween. Speaking of spooks, this 1978 classic influenced Puppet Combo so much to the point where his first game was a game based on this very movie, which we're assuming due to copyright disputes had to be rebranded to Babysitter Bloodbath. In terms of yet another starter pack movie, fall is coming up, and what could be a better movie to get comfortable with during the very time of year dedicated to horror by watching a movie this influential on the slasher genre? Well, those are our picks for the 4 movies that have not only inspired Puppet Combo to make games, but are movies that Puppet Combo fans would enjoy. Let us know your thoughts and what movies you might want to add to this list in the comments